So guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Killer Headshot. I just would like to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers that have stuck with me so far on the channel. You know, massive respect to you guys, yeah, because without you guys I wouldn't continue doing what I'm doing. I've got over 200 subscribers now, and it's all because of you guys, so massive thank you to my subs. So today, what we're going to do today, we're going to do a video about next generation Xbox, what Microsoft have got planned moving forward into this year, into 2019 and onwards into 2020. So moving forward, we're going to have a next generation of consoles. This time it's not going to be a next generation console, there's going to be consoles. So Microsoft have got 3 consoles in the works that are very close to being obviously announced and released, and they all come under the code name of Xbox Scarlett. There's going to be an entry level, a mid-range and a high-end. Now the entry level is going to be codenamed Maverick. That is going to be a streaming box with some local hardware to help facilitate you know instances that you get when you're playing a game, and there's something that is very fast paced happening on the screen, and the streaming is just not fast enough to keep up with that. So some local hardware will help eliminate that lag, so the overall experience is going to be a quite seamless one, as if you were playing on local hardware altogether, like a actual console or gaming PC. So that one's going to be called Maverick. That's the code name for it, and it's going to be a streaming box, an advanced streaming box. That's going to be an entry level console. The next console is going to be a mid-range console. That's going to be just a straight next generation console. It's not going to be based on any streaming or anything like that. That's going to be code named Lockhart. That's going to have a Zen 2 CPU architecture, which is an 8-core CPU. It's going to be far more powerful than what you have on the current line of Xboxes that are currently out now, and this is going to help tremendously when it comes to the actual frame rates of the games, because as everyone knows that this generation of consoles have found it very hard to maintain really good stable frame rates in the games, because they've had such really poor, weak CPUs in them from AMD previously. But obviously with the whole Zen architecture, with the new Zen CPUs, that is not going to be an issue whatsoever. This Zen 2 architecture is going to be a million times more powerful, and it's going to help facilitate those high frame rates when you're playing in 4K. There's going to be a next generation GPU as well, which is going to be based off the Navi 7nm process Navi GPU from AMD, and that's going to have 7 teraflops of compute. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wait a minute, the Xbox One X has got 6 teraflops of compute already, and that's very good, but this console having the combination of the Zen 2 CPU and the 7 teraflops will be clearly much more powerful than what you currently have with the Xbox One X. So this will be the mid-range console, and it's going to be codenamed Lockhart. As for the high-end version of the next generation Xbox, that's going to be codenamed Anaconda. That is going to have a Zen 2 architecture as well, 8-core CPU from AMD, custom CPU, and that's going to be also really powerful. You know, obviously going to help facilitate those 60 FPS and above frame rates when running in 4K. But this one is going to have a Navi GPU, which is going to have 10 to 12 teraflops of GPU compute, which is really powerful. Obviously you can imagine it's double the power of the current GPU in the Xbox One X, and that's already a beast of a GPU. There's another advantage to the high-end version of the next generation Xbox, and is that it's going to have a built-in SSD. This means that when you're playing open world games or just general games, when there's a complex and part of the map that requires fast loading, the SSD is going to be able to take care of that without affecting the frame rate of the game. Because what will happen on games like Forza Motorsport Horizon and the games like massive open world fast paced games is that when you're driving really fast going into one direction and the map is having to be loaded very quickly, the poor old school mechanical hard drive just can't keep up with loading the scenes. But with the new SSDs that are far more faster, when this is going to be built into the console, it's going to eliminate any frame rate spikes, so the whole experience is going to be completely premium. With the mid-range Lockhart console, it's going to only have a standard mechanical moving parts hard drive. So you may get a couple frame rate spikes when scenes are being loaded, but with the Anaconda, the high-end version, you won't have these issues at all because it's going to have a built-in SSD. And everyone should know, or if you don't know, SSDs have about 5 to 6 times the speed when it comes to just processing data, loading data. So yeah, this is going to be the golden egg for Microsoft. The Xbox Anaconda is going to be literally a beast of a console. It's going to have 10 to 12 teraflops of GPU compute, SSD built in, and it's going to have the Zen 2 architecture as well. So really exciting news here for Microsoft and their next generation consoles that are going to come out. We can see that Microsoft are trying to be completely prepared for whatever PlayStation are going to bring, because they're going to have the entry level, mid-range and high-end all covered, so every price point is going to be covered. So they're trying to take the whole market here, obviously in this console war. So that's all the news I've got for you so far, guys. Remember to like, subscribe and comment. Let's start a discussion in the comment section. Which console are you most excited about in regards to the whole Xbox Scarlet family of consoles? If you're not excited, are you excited for them at all anyway? Are you an Xbox fanboy or are you a PlayStation fanboy? Which console do you think is going to be the best console this next generation that is going to come out? Let's start a conversation in the comment section, and remember, like, comment and subscribe, like I just said a second ago. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I'm sorry that I haven't done as many videos as I normally do, but I've been very busy at work. I've got to pay the rent, but you know what, I thought I'd just show a bit of love for you guys and give you some news on the next generation consoles that are going to be coming from Microsoft. So thanks a lot.